Sources confirming to KTVU, Oakland Police Chief LaRon Armstrong has been placed on paid administrative leave over new allegations of wrongdoing by officers. A police sergeant accused of covering up two separate incidents. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Meeback.
And I'm Julie Hayner. The first being a hit-and-run accident. The second, firing his gun inside police headquarters. Now, the police chief is on leave, a development we first broke on KTVU.com. KTVU crime reporter Henry Lee has been talking with his sources. He's live in the newsroom with the latest on what's happening. Henry.
Yeah, Mike and Julie, just a stunning development. Three different sources tell KTVU Chief Armstrong is now on paid leave. This is yet another black eye for the department, which is accused of conducting shoddy investigations into the sergeant in question. Police are trying to get out of federal oversight because of past misconduct, and a civil rights attorney tells me this could very well jeopardize all of that. Chief LaRon Armstrong now on paid leave after another misconduct scandal at the Oakland Police Department. A sergeant accused of covering up two incidents, taking off after he hit a parked car in San Francisco and firing his service weapon inside police headquarters. A report from a law firm says the department's investigations of the incidents were deficient and that Police Chief LaRon Armstrong should be disciplined for failing to hold his officers accountable.
It was a systemic failure. This is very, very disappointing. I'm extremely upset.
Civil rights attorney Jim Channon monitors Oakland police reform efforts. He says the department should have its one-year probationary period revoked and go back to full oversight by a judge.
I'm going to continue to advocate court supervision until I'm 95, if that's what it takes. I don't want it.
In the first incident in 2021, the sergeant ripped off the bumper of a Mercedes while moving his police Chevy Tahoe out of a stall in the parking garage of a San Francisco home. The sergeant did not report the crash. The owner of the Mercedes had to do all the work himself.
He got a hold of the video from the car place, and he figured out that it was a police car.
The sergeant was also with his girlfriend, also an Oakland officer, and failed to disclose that relationship. The internal affairs captain ordered his investigator to downgrade the incident by writing up the sergeant for just a crash and not a hit and run. Last year, the same sergeant fired his gun inside a freight elevator at Oakland Police headquarters. He then threw the shell casing off the Bay Bridge and failed to report the incident for a week. That report says, quote, investigators were left with the impression that the system is designed not to uncover the truth and hold those who commit misconduct to account, but instead to find ways to minimize misconduct such that OPD members are able to avoid serious discipline. Now, in a statement to KTVU before news broke that the chief was placed on leave, Mayor Sheng Tao said she was, quote, deeply concerned about allegations she called troubling. Now, the Oakland Police Internal Affairs Captain has since left the department and is now with the East Bay Regional Park Police. We have not heard back from the city officially about the chief's status. Also, we have yet to hear back from the captain, the sergeant, or their attorneys. Mike?
Henry, the attorney touched on it here, but could this derail the police department's plan to end federal court oversight, because it was supposed to end, at least possibly, by May 31st here?
Yeah, we spoke to Jim Channon before the news broke that this chief was placed on leave, and he was already pessimistic about the whole probationary period now, let alone with the chief now on leave. And keep in mind, he could very well be cleared of allegations. This is not necessarily discipline. This is yet a big step back, Mike, toward that goal of getting out of oversight.
Major development here on a Thursday night. Henry Lee live tonight in the newsroom. Henry, thank you.